Howdy, y'all. My name is Chuckles Clown, and welcome back to my Retro Bowl College. Welcome back to Retro Bowl College. Today we are going up against Ferrum after a big 42-7 loss last weekend. Actually, let me check something real quick. Okay, I did not change their tag, so we can do that real quick. You are. We'll just go with Fur. Because I could not figure out what their short name was. But yeah. We're going to be in our classic aways, and here's a look at Furman's uniforms. Their homes, their aways, their alternate ones, and their alternate twos, which they will be using for today. This is a non-conference matchup, and we are both 0-1 overall. Let's get into it. Playing here in the rain in Furman. And they score on their opening drive. Now back deep for the kick return is Khan. After the bye week, which is next weekend. Oh, that was not good placement to Zappy there. I think after the bye week, we may look to switching to Zappy for 2 weeks and do 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off for kick returners. We've only gained 4 yards and 3 downs. And now we try to get a good. Or no, we gained 6 yards? Yeah, and 3 downs. Still not great. But we got that first down. Now we run on the ground with Zappy, who gets 4, bringing up 2nd and 6. Now we go on the ground with Fisk, who dives for the first down and a 6-yard gain. Now looking deep to Khan, it is caught for a 10-yard gain, getting us into Furman territory. Now running it with Zappy, he'll get us the first down. And now we find Cheryl's, who gets a good 14-yard gain. And a first down to end off the first quarter, trailing 7-0. Now Fisk will take it up the middle and go down for a 4-yard gain, getting taken down at the 30-yard line. Now we're going to look for Khan on a risky pass. It is caught for a 12-yard gain inside Furman's red zone at the 18-yard line, running it with Zappy for 2 yards. Now drop back and give this short pass to Zappy, who dives for a 6-yard gain, getting down at the 10-yard line. 3rd and 2 now. We'll run it with Zappy, who gets us inside the 10, down at the 7-yard line. Red zone offense is a struggle in this game, but we get down at the 1 with a 6-yard reception there from Zappy. Man, they blend into the end zone really well here. But Zappy will get in with a 1-yard rushing touchdown. And now for the PAT, it is up and good by Kennel. It is all tied up here with 57 seconds left in the first half. And they will be able to capitalize with a field goal. They go up 10-7. 24 seconds left on the clock. We will just try to not make any mistakes, really. If we play this wise, we could get very early. When risky pass there to Cheryl's, we will not call a timeout to get us more time with this ball. But maybe we should have. As we find Cheryl's open again, we'll call a timeout there. And it's sort of a Hail Mary. But, I mean, we get 7 yards. I mean, that's good for the offensive statistics. If we were going to fumble, I would have much rather fumbled then. But now Khan on the kick return. He gets it up past the 25-yard line. Just barely, but past it. Now on the ground with Zappy. He gets a 1-yard gain. Now we'll run it to the opposite side here. So he gets 2 yards. Now on the ground, Fisk trying to make something happen. He gets another 2 yards. It's going to be 4th and 5. We'll call an audible here, trying to make sure we get something out of this play. And we find Zappe downfield for a 12-yard gain. Drive stays alive. Now Fisk on the ground once again. He will take off. We have really abandoned Khan since the first quarter. I think they can simply be explained as outside receivers, especially in rain games in Retro Bowl College, when they're low ranked too, is just a recipe for disaster. But Fisk here will get us a first down. And we looked at Khan on the outside for only 7 yards, almost broke that out. And now looking for Zappe for a 5-yard run for a new set of downs. I do not like this formation, but we might be able to find Sherrills. We had him, but it bounced off his hands. And that's Khan. Do they give us the first down? Honestly, if I threw it here, I think he could have been gone. As you see, the corner comes back in, is able to take him down. They do not give us the first down. And we're just going to run it with Fisk up the middle. That's going to end the third quarter. We trail 10-7. But man, we have to just be dominating time of possession. We get taken down for a loss of 3 yards. But nothing was developing there as we look for Khan downfield. He catches it, 15-yard gain down at the 9. Now to Sherrills, incomplete. Lucky there. Now to Zappe. He gets 4 yards down at the 5 for 3rd and goal. Fisk runs to the outside. 5 yards. It'll be 4th and goal from the goal line. Touchdown, Fisk. We will take the lead here with 1 minute and 14 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. We're going to go for 2. And Charles will get it. We take a 15-10 lead here in the rain at Furman. But we have 41 seconds left to at least get a field goal. Please give me a touchback. I will not get a touchback here. So we have 2 timeouts and a lot of yards to cover. But we have Sherrills up the middle. We'll call a timeout. 28 seconds left. That is our longest passing play. We'll find Zappe there, getting us near midfield. We'll not call the timeout on that play. So we have Sherrills here on another streak. We'll take the risk. It is caught. We'll call a timeout there. And we have 2 seconds left. We're kicking the field goal. It is up. And it is good. Kennel to win the game and only game 3 with the program. Over 50 yards. What is that? That is a 50-yard field goal. What a game. And just like that, Khan will be out for 1 game. Ooh. Not sure if you could hear my heart beating that entire game. We jump up 14 positions. We are 1-1. No conference play yet, but that is still outstanding. And there you get a look at the top 10. It's something, all right. You see a lot of movement early on, and obviously none of those teams lost week 1. But I think you could see room for us to jump up there if we can get on a streak. We will take the blame here. Don't want to hurt our players. And we're going to be going through ratings for everyone. Only 5 rating for Fisk, who had 197 all-purpose yards, 1 touchdown on the ground. I don't get the 5 rating there. Zappe, 75 all-purpose yards, 1 touchdown on the ground. So 2 rushing touchdowns today. In a 7 rating. Cheryl's 66 had a 9 rating. I'm really not understanding this rating system. Lampert had 1 tackle, 2 rating. Fronter had 3 tackles for 4 rating. Harris had 2 tackles for a 3 rating. Kennel had a 50-yard field goal. He gets an 8 rating. And Khan had 132 yards in 1 pancake, I'm guessing. He gets a 6 rating. Now let's take a look more in depth at his stats. And honestly, it's perfect timing for him to get an injury because we are going into the bye week. But we are going to mark Zappe as kick returner. So here we'll look at his rushing yards for that game. He only had 24 yards on the ground, but 51 through the air. What were Cheryl's stats? Through the air, 66. I mean, that is pretty good for not a great tight end, but tight ends in this game are great because they do not have to be great. And that's perfect from Fisk. Exactly what we needed for performance for him. He had 10 attempts on the ground. He had 11 rushing attempts last week. We are using him as a dual threat quarterback, and he is not fast. So let's go ahead and do the bye week. We're going to give everyone study time because the last thing we need is our guys not being available. And Colin will be ready to play next week when we go up against Florida A&M, who will have uniforms to figure out there. That will be our first conference matchup in the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. If you want to catch that video, it will be out on Tuesday at 6:30 Eastern Time, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And watch it whenever. You do not have to watch it when it goes live. Thank you all. Hope you have a good one. Goodbye.